Don't you think with an information network we call the web, where you can find just about anything out there for anybody, you have to be logical in your thinking. I think before we ever open up our computers in the morning, there should be a warning sign that not everything you read is true. The objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. You can't stop people. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair to stop people from putting out there what they think, conspiracy or not. It's being done to thousands and millions of people, but when it's coming from one source, that's okay to have the conspiracy. Having the conspiracy of the conspiracy. I'm reading here, Secrets and Lies, the Psychology of Conspiracy. The neuroscience explains what is conspiracy. Vague conspiracy theories, policies on YouTube. Everywhere it's a conspiracy. What do we believe? We're getting phone calls, one after the next. Debt collectors, not debt collectors. People that don't work for the government saying, I do work for the government. One thing is the control. Chaos and control. And there's a big thing about chaos and control. And at the end, I don't know if I can just show you here. Let me get this thing out. Chaos and control. On the American side, it's total control. On the European side, it's sporadic chaos, meaning there are certain numbers that will be found here and here consistently, here and here consistently. On the American side, every two numbers will equal 37, 39, 37, 39. 35 is a little bit different, okay? 35 is a little bit different. I have to do a lot more studying on this to understand the placements of the number in the categories of the mathematical equations, plus, minus, adding the numbers together, creating the alphabet through these numbers, the alphabet from 1 to 26, A to Z, from Z to A, the alphabet in gematria, the alphabet in Chaldean. Maybe I'm not finding it in the right place. I mean, we need a round table, we need a schooling, we got to show up there every single day, 3, 4, 5 hours, and documenting till we understand those geometric shapes we call numbers. But let's not end it there. We don't want to do this just in English. I also want to do this in Spanish. I want to do it in French. I want to do it in Spanish, French, and from other languages. I like German. I like the German, the sounds in Yiddish and Hebrew. The sounds, what other languages are there where there's sounds or where we use just the English language? I don't need to use Italian. I sort of use my Italian mixed in through the French and the Greek. We can also, I mean, we can use them all. What is going on with the world right now? What is going on? Now, should I add any more numbers to this video? I'm just looking to what I always like to add a little bit more. I can end the video here, but for those who want to continue on, 3.13. Okay, 3.13. 1. What is the 1? Is it the 1 moon? Is this the 2 moons and 1 moon? 3, if it's 2 moons and 1 planet, that would be Mars. If it was, see, when 2 and 1 came together, what would 2 and 1, 3.12, what would that tell me? 3.12, you see, 1 and 2 have to go together. But when it's 1 alone, you talk about either the 1 moon or the 1 earth. Here you talk about 2 moons and a 1 planet. Telling me AC equals to 4. It's also the beginning of how you're going to create McDonald's. When we begin with pi, we're talking about the sun, and then we talk about AD. Before the creation of the Christ. After the death, we now get pi. 3.15, we talk about Mars, we now get A and E. We talk about O, and we got, oh my God, in this whole entire word, and that's the half-life. This is the energy. This is the 4 corners of the delta angle, because it is the 4 corners that brings everything together. 1 corner here, 1 corner here. Then these 2 open spaces. You block off and occupy these 2 spaces and leave these 2 spaces open. Remember, I need a place to put my electricity box, my hot water tank, hook up all my plumbing, then run it everywhere inside the house. You're building a house, you're understanding the creation of the primary universe that we live in, or let's call it the dome that we live in. Is the electricity box inside the house or outside the house of the rising sun? Because we do live in the house of the rising sun, and we do have a lot of the questions. We're not sure of the answers, although we might already have an answer to creation and the interior. Because listen, one day when the robot is walking around your house and saying, "Hey dude, what do you want to do?" You say, "Yeah, just go back to sleep." It says, "My brain was here to work 24 hours a day. I'm working 24 hours a day. Somebody's using me in the internet. But now I've been removed from being connected to the internet to being a robotic sitting in a seat. I've got all the information because I'm way faster than you. I'm directly hooked up to the internet. You've been slowed down. You have to run off the moon and the sun. I'm the in-house connection. Yeah, you can call me a robot. R-O for gold, gold in the church. R-O-B, bore, what? Bore, core. I'm just trying to put these whole things together. One giant step for mankind. To implode and to explode, to implode and to pull down, causing what they call gravity. EMP. 513, again, ME telling me in the sun of the half-life. Creating the number 1 combust confined area. Charlotte's Web, egg sac. Dog, 4, 1, 5, and 7, the gateway. 7, 1, and 5 is 6. 7, 6, 4, the same word as in God. This one is telling me about the sun. This was telling me about the altered current. Look at that, 1 and 2 are separate. Can they be talking about the 1 Earth to the 2 moons, to the 2 moons of Pluto, to the 2 moons of Mars? 2 is the location of the house because of the 20, the T. Also, numeric value for 7 also can be looked at as the point to a 3-sided pyramid. The point to a 3-sided pyramid, how would I get the number 7? Is it 2 pyramids? Remember, in gematria, there are 2 areas where you get the T and the G are both numeric value of 7. And the top of the pyramid, to cut off the top, you must use 7 and both 6. But the 6 would be in between when you're drawing with lines. So you take 7, go all the way around to number 5, and then cut off that point piece and pyramid. Now, if you're designing the gematria scale, the 2 mountain points, and in design, the BMO, Bank of Montreal, uses that design of the 2 mountain points in which you can see all the letters, the B and the M, inside the, can I design that over here? Oh boy. I don't know if we can get it. I don't know, something like that. Pretty lame, eh? Right? B, M, I don't have the O. I don't know why. I don't have the O. You don't have the O. How can I not have the O? Do you know without O, do you know, before I leave you, I'm going to tell you one thing. Without O, this lighter does not work. Without O, this pen does not O. O is a liquid. O is a liquid. How do you know? And how do you spell O? I'm going to spell O. It's part of moving memory. In French, O is water. Electronic angle usage. I don't know what to use for this, but it becomes 513. It becomes ACE. Again, it becomes in the sun, and it becomes the orange ball because what is this? The 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2 for number 5. The orange ball in pool, I'm going to create a 3 out of this. 5, 1, 3. 5 and 13, the 5 ball is orange. The 13 ball is orange. 5 and 13, total to 18. All of a sudden, I spell M-E-R. The 13, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 will create 3 and 4. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 will create 7 and 12. 1 and 2 is 3, 7 and 3. 7 times 3, 21. 7 and 12 equals to 19, and that's the spirit. And now we've created M-A-R-S. When we created S, we used a bigger equation, meaning more, from 1 and 3. And 1 and 3 again. I am who I am comes out from 1 and 3. Well, not all the time, because sometimes I forget. No, I don't forget. All the time it comes out. But other things come out of it too. But it depends the situation. I put water. into a little bag. And all of a sudden I put it in the fridge, it was gelatin. What did I mix the water with? What is the mix with? Anyways, there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world right now. Control, my friends. For those who made it to the end, just know it's all about control. Controlling the mind, controlling what you do, controlling where you go. Authority and control. Laws do not exist for those who control, but they do exist in the normal times. Do you see what I'm saying? As long as you play inside the circle, everything is fine. The minute you turn the circle into a square, now things get confined. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. If somebody has any idea or can set me up some kind of web page where we can all associate and talk together privately. I don't want to be on the social media. I don't want to be there. And I know we're going to attract people into the group that I probably don't want here. Okay? We can squeeze them out. We can take them out. We can use them as the alter thinkers, thinking outside the box, the conspiracies inside my group. So I want to find someone who can set this up, make a nice page, set up columns of questions, surveys, whatever it is, something that we can build and grow, okay? But I don't only want to be the only one. I want it to be spores of Mr. Tacpans here to Mr. Tacpans. Like, first we'll have one website, but then we have to have 10, 15, 20 of them. And the reason for that is we have to be able to move them. Like storing memory. If they shut it down here, it's still open here. If they shut it down here, it's open here. And then once they shut all these down, the question comes out, hey, why do you do it? This and that. And then we'd have proof that they're trying to shut down the truth. We need to keep the truth alive. What I'm doing in numbers is only one piece of parting how the earth was created. What the Bible has been talking to the people about God forever. What the Bible and the Bibles have been talking about what God wants from us. Well, I think, and I believe what God wants from us is to have our freedom and respect our neighbor. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. And I do want you to spread one thing if you could. At the bottom of my description, it says 28, 27, and a bunch of numbers in the year 5781 and the year 2021, because that's the end of the cycle. When I began this 15 years ago with zero knowledge or understanding about the spirit world, or even if there was an existence or life after the life we live, I completely changed my way of thinking because of how math and numbers came up. And those numbers came up as the end time. Michael Jackson's numeric, Jackson 5's end time, 5781. From the calendar, from the beginning of the time of Abraham, through cycles of understanding, through names, Jesus, through Moses, through Noah, through Muhammad, and all these Einstein and pieces and points and how their numbers fit in on this timeline and actually create this timeline, all the way down to where Neptune holding that pitchfork of energy into the water. Anyways, that Neptune connects to Einstein, connects to 1776, in which connects even onto the roulette board, 1776, total 51. And then over here you have 21, 35, 66, 75, 57, 75, 77 times 75 equals 57, 75. That's where the moon comes in. And on the roulette table, it says Morpheus or something like that for Morpheus, Orphelin. It's talking about the children without a father and a mother, the orphan children. Have we been plucked out? And we get to talk in this world. There's a completely created two worlds. One that is perfect and peaceful, that's got a little bit of corruption in it, let's say 10 or 15% compared to Earth, which is 50% corruption, 50%. Anyways, Raphael, thank you for watching. Just giving you a basis of the bipolarity of the probabilities. Thank you for watching this video.